Shabbat Shalom, friends. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Among the pearls of our parasha, one in particular powerfully grabs my attention, and I want to dedicate it to you. I am referring to Devarim chapter 26, verse 17. 26-17. It says this: today you have declared loyalty to Hashem, making him your Elohim, and promise to walk in his ways, to keep his decrees, commandments, and laws, and to obey his voice. As is evident from the text, serving Hashem encompasses many aspects. The Hebrew text speaks of hukaf. Hukaf are precepts and demands that apparently have no human logic, but Hashem often demands us to obey even when we do not understand. There are moments in life when Hashem asks you to believe and obey even if you do not understand things. It also talks about umizvotav, specific commandments for specific moments. It also talks here about mishpatav, commandments related to principles of social justice. And finally, it talks about shmua bekolo, listening to his voice. Well, we can understand the hukaf, also mizvotav and mishpatav, but what commandment or what category of commandments is contemplated in lishmona bekolo? Listening to his voice. How can we enjoy fulfilling the commandment of lishmona bekolo? Listening to his voice. Observe the order of this fazuk in our Parashá Ki Tavo when you enter. First, you must declare Hashem as your Lord. Second, walk in his ways. Third, keep and observe the statutes, mizmot, and laws. Fourth, finally, shmua bekolo, listen to his voice. Declaring Hashem as your Elohim, as your Lord, is understandable. Walking in his ways is understandable. Keeping and observing the statutes, his laws, is understandable. I'm not saying it is easy. I am not saying it is easy, but it is understandable. We understand what it means, but shmua bekolo, listening to his voice. We are no longer at Sinai. We cannot repeat the sacred scene of Sinai. When Israel, all of Israel gathered there, heard the voice of the Eternal saying, Anohi Hashem Elohecha, we are not there. We no longer have Moshe physically among us, whose vocal cords served as the instrument of the Most High to let us hear the voice of Hashem. How can we, 3,500 years after Moshe shmua bekolo, hear the voice of the Eternal? We have the answer, and that is a unanimous answer, unanimous. All the prophets, all the poskim, all the sages of Israel of all times, they agree here, they concur that the commandment to hear the voice of the Eternal speaking to us, lishmoa bekolo, is a reference to the mitzvah of the study of the Torah for pure motives. In other words, the study of the Torah is one of the most important mitzvot. It is the basic component for anyone who wishes to deepen their relationship with Hashem. It is a basic component for anyone who wishes to elevate their spirituality, improve their spiritual level, and become a better person more and more. Observe that the commandment to study Torah and learn Torah is presented to us as a mitzvah. It is a mitzvah. It is a sacred duty. And furthermore, it is the last duty mentioned in this list of our parashot. Today, says the Torah, today, Et Adonai ha'amarta hayom, hayom lichayom lecha Elohim. Today you have declared loyalty to the Eternal, making him your Elohim, promising to walk in his path, to keep his decrees, commandments, and laws, and to hear Lishmua Bekolo. Today you have declared loyalty to Hashem, making him your Elohim, promising to walk in his path, keep his decrees, commandments, his mishpatim, and to listen and obey his voice. Jukat, then umisbota, then umispata, and finally, most importantly, lismoa bekolo, to listen in order to obey his voice. What does this mean? It means that no matter how involved or demanding a person's agenda might be in terms of work commitments, in terms of their daily routine, every son, every daughter of Israel will always have the sacred responsibility, the sacred commitment to study Torah. And if they are Yehudim, even more so, not just the responsibility, but the sacred obligation to study Torah. After listing the observance of the statutes of the laws, the list ends with the mitzvah of studying the Torah for pure motives. My friends, this mitzvah surpasses all other mitzvot. It surpasses all other mitzvot, because unless you study Torah, you won't know how to understand, keep, and live in the greatness of the mitzvot. The mitzvah of studying Torah has no limits in time. There is never a moment in life when we can be so busy that we can say to the Eternal, forgive me, Hashem, but you have blessed me so much, given me so many things, that now I have to take care of all these businesses you have given me. I don't have time to study Torah. We can only stop studying Torah and won't have the honor to study Torah, and will be exempt from the duty and obligation to study Torah the day the Eternal gives the order and you have to leave this world. Only then will you be exempt from studying Torah. Our parasha says, today Hayyim, today you've declared loyalty to Hashem, making him your Elohim, and promising to walk in his ways, keep his decrees, commandments, and laws, and listen to his voice. And this is what I most desire, that it arises in your heart like a divine energy that fills your neshama, that it fills your spiritual soul, that today, Hayyim, you declare loyalty to Hashem, that today you make a private pact with Hashem in your heart, recognizing Hashem, the God of Abraham, Isaiah, and Jacob, the God of Yeshua, as your Elohim. And you prepare your heart to walk in his ways, to keep his precepts, his commandments, his laws as they apply to you. And you prepare your heart to listen and obey his voice, to study Torah for pure reasons. And if this thirst for Hashem, this thirst to elevate yourself more and more and unite with Hashem, this thirst to study Torah arises in your heart, let it be heard well. You declare loyalty to the Eternal as your one and only true Elohim. And you give your best to study Torah, to keep his precepts, to be an instrument in his hands for the redemption of your soul, for the redemption of your family and the world. Do not waste this precious day. Do not waste this magnificent moment that the Eternal has given you. Do not let this opportunity that is knocking at your door pass by. We all want to do something that really matters, not just today, but for all eternity. A life that is filled only with temporary things has no real impact, neither for your own good nor for the cause of the kingdom of heaven. As you listen to this song from my neshama, we ask you to join us in doing something that truly matters, something that transcends our lives, that transcends our times. Declare loyalty to Hashem, listen to His voice, decide to study the Torah. Nasa. To know how to keep the commandments, how to put them into practice. Because this is what matters at the end of the day. This is the essence of humanity, the essence of humanity. If this is the desire of your heart, there in your privacy, wherever you are, at home, in your office, in your car, in the hospital, wherever you may be, in your beckonness, wherever you are, make this a private moment for yourself. Forget who is next to you. Forget whoever's at your side. Take this as a private moment for yourself. And today also, declare your loyalty to Hashem. Declare that you want to listen to His voice, that you want to study the Torah, to keep its commandments, and put them into practice for pure motives, because now you understand so well that this is the essence of humanity. And if this is the desire of your heart, while I sing this song to you, make that decision in the depths of your neshama eshad Eloheinui. Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Shemot Echad Elohenu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Shemot Kadosh Adonenu, Kadosh Elohenu, Kadosh Shemot, Kadosh Shemot, Kadosh Shemot. Blessed are the people who understand this. Blessed are the students who get certified in the study of the Torah in this time. Blessed are those who decide to enroll today to study the Torah. Happy are you, O Israel, whom the Eternal has given the honor of having the Torah and studying the Torah. Shabbat Shalom, friends. Shabbat Shalom.